Hello, everyone. Friends, lately there's been an interesting news circulating in the crypto world, but most people are misunderstanding it. You may have seen headlines like Quantum Alarm on Solana or Falcon System is coming. Now, I'm going to explain this to you in a very clear and simple way, because actually it's not something to be afraid of. In fact, it's quite a powerful development. First, let's make this clear. This is not news about a hack, nor is it news about a collapse. This is entirely about preparing for the future. Now, here's the logic of the situation. All the crypto systems we use today, projects like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, operate with a system we call classical cryptography. But what's coming in the future? Quantum computers. And these devices could theoretically reach the power to break the encryption systems we use today. Let me explain it very simply. Wallets that are secure today could be at risk in the future. But here's the critical point. This hasn't happened yet. This technology is still in the development stage, but major projects are already preparing for it. And this is exactly where Solana comes into play. The Solana team says, let's upgrade the system before this happens. And the thing they're testing for this is called Falcon. So, what is Falcon? Falcon is actually a next generation digital signature system. But here's the difference, it's resistant to quantum computers. So, even if someone tries to break the network in the future using a very powerful computer, this system will be resistant to that. But there's another important detail here. Solana is already a fast network, and if I introduce a heavy security system, this speed would decrease. But here's the thing about Falcon, it's both secure and lightweight. In other words, it offers a solution that can be integrated without compromising Solana's performance. By the way, this decision doesn't come from just one team. Solana's core developers and major teams like Jump Crypto are working independently and reaching the same conclusion. So the most logical solution is Falcon. This actually shows how seriously the matter is being handled. Now let's get to the most important question. Does this situation affect us right now? The answer is no. Nothing has changed. Wallets are working the same as before. There is no problem on the network. This is just a preparation being made in the background. To summarize briefly, this news doesn't mean Solana is in danger. It means Solana is upgrading to avoid danger in the future. Here's my take on it. These kinds of infrastructure developments might not create hype in the short term, but in the long run, these are exactly the things that big investors pay attention to. Now, friends, let's move on to the price side of things. Because the news is good, but everyone has the same question on their mind. What will Solana do after this development? Right now, Solana is trading at around $84, and to be honest, after the recent rally, it's entered a bit of a cooling off phase. So we can say there's a general atmosphere of profit taking in the market. Now, when we look at it technically, the $80 range is an important support zone here. Right around here is a very important support area. If it drops below this level, we could see the $72 to $75 range. But for now, the fact that it's still holding above this level is positive. On the upside, there's a very strong resistance around $90. If Solana can break through this area, it could start moving again toward the psychological level of $100. But let me be clear, this breakout needs to come with strong volume. Otherwise, there's a high chance we could see a fake move. Now, a development like the Falcon news usually doesn't have an immediate effect on the price. In other words, these kinds of technological upgrade announcements don't instantly send the price soaring, but they do increase investor confidence. This becomes a factor that supports the price in the medium and long term. In the short term, however, the market is moving entirely in line with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin remains strong, altcoins like Solana will also attempt upward moves. But if there is any weakness on the Bitcoin side, Solana will naturally pull back as well. Here's my general scenario. As long as it stays above $80, Solana still looks strong. If $90 is broken, momentum will increase, but if we see closes below 86, we might see a bit more correction in the short term. So in short, there's no need to panic, but you shouldn't blindly get caught up in the hype either. The market is still at a decision point. What do you think about these levels? Do you think Solana will try for $100 again, or will it pull back a bit more? You can share your thoughts in the comments. This video is definitely not investment advice. Take care of yourselves. Have a good day.